Hi, this is Summer 2019 EFDT team. My name is Yair Camacho, and in this video I will be presenting a user guide on how to use our expert advisor that we've created throughout the semester. So first thing you want to do is you want to open the meta editor, sorry. And in the meta editor, you want to make sure that in experts you have EFDT GordonEA-MQ5. This is the expert advisor. Pretty much this what's open here. You want to make sure that that's in that specific directory before running. And in here we have included all the trading modules that will be running for this expert advisor, and those trading modules are set up down here, and you should make sure that they're in this include directory. You go down, make sure they're in experts, open up experts, make sure they're in signal, and you should have a file directory named EFDT, and inside that file directory you should have all the trading modules. So once you have these trading modules, you can be ready to run the expert advisor. So go back to experts, go to EFDT GordonEA, compile, and make sure that there aren't any errors, that it compiles successfully. Once it's done, you want to go here to open the MT5 terminal. So now MT5 terminal is open. Right, you're gonna want to open Strategy Tester. So in order to open Strategy Tester, you go to File, you go to View, you go to Strategy Tester, and you open Strategy Tester. There, it closed it because it was already open. But if we go back, go to View, Strategy Tester, it opens up back again. And so now you want to go here in Expert, and here are all your expert advisors you've created. Make sure it's EFDT GordonEA. You want to use these are the currency pairs. You can select any one. In this specific example, we'll be using GBP USD. Here are the time frames. You can set it up for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so on. We chose 15 minutes. The dates, you can set up any date you like. Expand. The years, you can select the year. Here we chose 2019, specifically March, between March 1, 2019 and March 31, 2019. And then here in forward, choose no execution. If you like, you can choose without delay, or here you can choose it to be choose some kind of a time delay here, but here we're going to choose without delay. And then here you can choose based on if you want it to be open prices only, where it trades based on open prices only, or math calculations, but we chose here every tick. And your deposit, you can set it at whatever you want. We chose $10,000 USD, and this is the ratio, margin ratio. You can choose whichever, and we chose this. And in inputs, you're going to see all the parameters that we've set up. So if you go here to expert advisor, you're going to see all these input variables. These are the parameters you'll be seeing in the strategy tester. So down here you can see all the parameters, and in this particular section you can change any of the values here. So you can double click and change them. So here you can see the thresholds. So you see these are the different pattern combinations we have for each threshold. So you see threshold open and close for this particular pattern, combination pattern, threshold open and close for this particular combination pattern, and so on. And each one has their own specific values based on their on their weights and to surpass the threshold and the close. And you can change them as you like. So down here you can set the stop loss level to anything. You can set it to 10 points, 5 points, 1 point. Here we set it to 0 points because we're going to be closing the position based on time. Same thing for take profit. You can also change the parameter if you like here for take profit. We set it here for 10, but you can change it for 5, for anything really. But here we've set it for 10, so 10 pips. Here are the parameters for Bollinger Bands, period for Bollinger Bands, shift for Bollinger Bands, deviation for Bollinger Bands, apply price type for Bollinger Bands. So these are basically the important ones to define the Bollinger Band indicator. Based on our expert advisor, we have it to be a 20 period for Bollinger Bands, no shift, a deviation of 2 for Bollinger Bands, and the price type we want it to be based on the close price. And these parameters, window length, head length, squeeze, and expansion, are pretty much ratios that based on our second Bollinger Band algorithm designed by John Perez. And here you can change the parameters to change the ratio of the expansion that you want to measure, the ratio of the squeeze you want to measure, and the different window length and head length of those squeeze and expansions. And then here you have the Bollinger Band weight. We set it to be 0.2, but you can change it to be anything you like. Just remember, when you do change it, you will have to calculate again the threshold open and close for that specific, depending on if you're going to be using it. So if you change the Bollinger Band from 0.2 to something else, you want to go to the thresholds where the Bollinger Bands are being applied. So for example, here pretty much all the thresholds are applying Bollinger Bands. So you're going to want to recalculate the values in order for them to work again. So pretty much it's the same thing for MACD. These are the parameters for MACD that you can change. You have change the variable here for this one, but these are pretty much even though you can change them, they're pretty much set based on the indicator. The indicator for MACD is usually 12 for fast exponential average, 24 for the slow exponential average, 9 for the signal line, and the close price you can change it to whatever you like. You can choose open, high, whichever you like, but best is usually the close price. The MACD weight, same thing, you change it. You're going to want to recalculate the thresholds. Here the period RSI, you can change them as well, but these are pretty much set at 14 close price and 0.5 for the weight. Down here we have the support and resistance parameters. So here we have to measure the average true range in order to calculate our support and resistance based on Gordon's requirements that he does. So he sets it for a 20 averaging period for the ATR, for a daily time frame period, and we've set the support and resistance weight to be 0.8. Down here we have the parameters for Fibonacci. So for Fibonacci, we also want to calculate the ATR. So you also want to set it for 20 averaging period, a 1 day time frame period, and we've set the weight to be a 0.6. And like I said, you can change it and just remember to recalculate your thresholds to make sure that they will open and close trades as you like. Down here we have the last trading module where you can determine the maximum minutes a trade can be opened. So here you can set it to 1 or 2 or 3. Now 1 means that the maximum minutes you want every trade to remain open, and no more than that is 15 minutes. 2 would be 30 minutes, the max, and 3 would be the maximum minutes of 45. So it will close right after 45 minutes have been completed. We've defined that as the weight to be a 0.1, and you can change it as you like. Down here are the lots. So the percentage lot we put it to 0, and the fixed lot volume we put it to 1. 1 here means 100,000 standard lots, and that enables us to make it $10 per pip. So here we've set it to be 10 pips. So if 1 pip is worth $10, 10 pips will be worth $100. So if when we open a trade and it hits this take profit price level, we will be taking a profit of $100. And this is pretty much how you can set it. Your parameters to be. These are pretty much the parameters that we've established for our expert advisor. And once you're happy with that, you can come down here and click Start. Make sure it's in visualization to see this. And here you can pause it. You can slow down the speed of the test, or you can speed it up. See, speed it up, slow it down. You can skip through dates. So let's say we're March 1, then we want to skip through March 4th. Alright, perfect. You click here and boom, we skip to March 4th. Down here you can see the graphs that we've established in our code. Down here you can see the data window, pretty much what's on the chart. Down here you can see the trades that are being opened. So for example, here you can see that it opened a trade in blue, and it's characterized here in blue here as well, buy. And down here in red is when it closes a position or takes a profit or stop loss, whatever. So here, for example, it closed. We set it to close after 45 minutes, so each candlestick is 15 minutes. So 15, 30, 45. As soon as that ends, it closes. As soon as immediately the new candlestick opens. You can see here 11:45, 12:30, 45 minutes. And so yeah, so here's the daily chart. You can change it if you're not happy with this specific bar. You can come here, change it to a candlestick. So you can take out the grid here. You can also zoom in if you like. So for example, here if you're not happy with this, you can go in here and you zoom in. Sometimes the resistance lines won't show because you're zoomed in, so you're going to want to come here, click, hold, and then zoom out, and you can start to see the resistance lines again. You can zoom out again and then place it however you want. And these are other things that you can use. And that's pretty much it. This is pretty much how you can use the strategy tester to test our expert advisor and analyze when it opens and trades data. Thank you very much, and that's it for our user guide on the expert advisor that we've created for this semester.